talked to Matt about it, and he said not to worry about it. So I'm wondering if they did something screwy with the report.
I'm resetting my tablet. I'm double checking. Tessa. First degree speeding.
I'm trying to leave the conversation, but it has nothing to do with the
bed.
current subject.
You're fine, Duncan. You can go.
Yeah.
I am. What is happening?
Somebody's not doing their job, is what's happening.
I'm so upset. You want to know something else?
What's up?
Had this on me the whole time.
Is that the one?
Yes.
What?
They didn't take it. They took a decoy. This was in my pocket.
What?
People wonder why we made the PCB.
I have no words.
People
I just don't.
People wonder why we made the police continuity plan.
I don't know. I'm earlier I was very mad. But I'm simmering now. And I'm not sure what's going on, but now that Barrick's around and aware, curious what's happening.
We will see.
But I am going to make a stink, and I am going to appeal this and get it summary judged off the docket.
Yeah. Well, if they...
Because I'm not waiting another 3 weeks or whatever to do court.
No, you shouldn't.
I'm not. Because if I knew they were going to do this, I would have had them charge me, pled not guilty, and then appealed it.
Yeah.
I asked for them to wait.
This is PD
I
for
told
you.
that to Ruby when she charged me. And she said, no one told me that. And she proceeded anyway.
Who charged you?
Ruby.
Ruby charged you.
Cornwood was there and some other peon, I don't know who he is.
So even Cornwood was there and it was out of statute?
Uh-huh.
That is not a good look at all.
I think they thought it was in statute because I actually thought it was still. At the time. I thought it was a few minutes prior, but I guess they took so long to do everything that it was 7 minutes out.
It's not a good look, though. It's not for you to... Like, it's for them to know when the statue is. If they overshoot, that's on them. That's their problem, not yours.
It shouldn't even be up against the statute.
No, you shouldn't.
They
if they didn't do anything...
They have 30 days, but that doesn't mean you use them.
They fumbled, and they shouldn't have done shit. So that should have been, like that's a clear-cut case, but you still have to waste your time.
I don't know. Sorry, I'm venting again. I just...
No,
today has been a day for me.
Yeah.
And I am angry. I was very angry, but now I'm just angry.
Which is understandable.
So,
well,
I think I'm gonna head home before I do something stupid.
Okay. Well, let me know if you need anything.
Oh well. And do you know when the polls close?
It's in a
next
week.
Saturday, 7 p.m. at EST.
Oh, okay. All right, then I'll be able to vote.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
Okay. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
If you need anything, let me know. I'll try to get, my group around if they want to vote. But I think they kind of got some voter apathy, so they might.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
But we'll see.
Yeah. Well, good seeing you.
Hopefully you guys do good.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
All right.
Where's my wife?
She is over there.
Hi, Tessa. Hi,
Hello.
Jenny.
Hey, Max.
Wait, where?
Right.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Dogtown's
problem.
gonna be
Good
running
seeing
like
you, Tessa.
clockwork.
Good to see you too.
He's continuously threatening me. He actually kidnapped
She's
me.
kind of scary now.
What, Tessa?
Yeah,
I don't
kind of
know.
badass.
Love you. You see, we're on the right
She
side
used
of
to saying
history,
things like they
boys.
are.
Yeah.
What? Really?
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, no. I'm kind of weirded out by the fact that people are voting for Sullivan, of all people.
He's around during an earlier time than you,
Right.
a later time than you now. So he has a different set of voters that he's appealing to. Doesn't mean that it's going to be, you know, a win.
Fuck you, Turgle.
What is Bobby doing? Yeah. I need to focus on the EU people. That's not happening. I'll wake up tomorrow, I guess. Maybe.
No, it's Dogtown.
What are they talking about? Let's go eavesdrop.
But at least it's that creepy green sewer lady town.
He got your ass,
Is that your
bro.
only insult?
Got your ass, bro.
You even pay taxes, Turgle? Are you even a Los Santos citizen?
I mean,
Hey.
it would essentially make the chief like
Howdy,
a
y'all.
pseudo
Yeah.
commissioner.
Right. Exactly.
We're talking about Max's vision for the sheriff's office, and we're trying to find out what Barrick thinks about it.
How do we preserve the chain of command? That's the big thing. In my vision, Jenny, because I wanted, you're good. You're a good person to be here for this, actually, because my suggestion right now, because the LSPD is still regrowing, and there's a lot of shit that needs to happen, and adding another layer to the chain of command that could possibly complicate things would be detrimental. So my idea was to, for now, make the sheriff equivalent in rank to the assistant chief, so that there would always be the chief of police who could say, hey, you know, no interdepartmental bullshit, like this is what needs to happen, blah blah blah. What do you think of that?
The issue that may come up, which is tribalism naturally, because you're splitting departments, and the issue that may manifest in that case is that you will end up in a kind of, well, why is it my department with the sheriff doesn't get to speak on the sheriff? Why does LSPD get to dictate what we do? So you've
Right.
got to find a way that somehow counters that, in which they don't feel that they are, because naturally the moment you break them up, you create a sense of tribalism. You're just never
Right.
going to beat that. So you need to find a way in which you can go, hey, oh, like this is kind of how before, that is kind of what the, and this is horrible, I'm not saying go back to 5 years, but this is kind of how they tried to
Right.
combat this before, was to put a commissioner who was in no department and be like, I'm the final say. And that way there was no sort of bias on either side. Yes, they had their own leadership, but then there was someone above who didn't wear any uniform, wasn't part of it, but they got final say on the PD. And that was how they combated it before, with not saying it's a good idea now, but that's how they saw to fix it. Because again, you immediately run into the issue of people going, why is the chief of police of LSPD dictating what I am doing in the sheriff department?
Would you be interested in being commissioner, Jenny Hall?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Obviously that's nothing set in stone yet, but it seems like I need to start looking for a commissioner. If you guys have suggestions, let me know. See, it's hard right now. Fuck it. We can do it before the 20th on the off chance I don't get reelected. Because the PCP is no longer active at that point anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get a commissioner. All right. I have heard your interest, Miss Hall. I will start talking to cops and see if they're interested in the role.
No,
Yeah, I
Marl,
think it's the
no.
most logical solution.
He knows.
Okay, cool. That's what we're working on right now. And where would that place the sheriff in the chain of command then if there was a commissioner in place?
There's no reason for it not to be just equal to
would
the chief, as
equal
long
to
as
the
there's
chief,
somebody
yeah.
above them.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Okay, so well, back to the original question. Let's say there's no commissioner. Then what?
Then I think you go with what Max is proposing until the day arises where there is a commissioner.
And then it would move everything up. So would you have an additional rank within the sheriff's office?
No, you just wouldn't have
Or
an
sorry,
undersheriff.
one less. So you wouldn't have an undersheriff,
No,
and you'd have captains.
a captain.
Yeah, we're doing one captain.
We're not doing this whole captain per shift thing.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's. I mean, I just said captains with an S, but yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot to think about. I think time is short, but
I'm
that doesn't mean
fucking
that I won't have enough time to do it.
tired
Yeah.
as shit.
Barrick, if you have suggestions for the role, obviously I value your opinion most. If you could let Ruby know as well, then I can contact them directly and ask them if they're interested. We need someone who
How
is
long do you
firm,
sleep? I don't know.
hard, and
4.
veiny.
Mm-hmm.
You're
not narrowing it down too well. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Should be good. Should be good. Good debate. Good to see all of you. I'm gonna go get people to vote
I gotta
for
go
me
say
now.
hi to someone.
Yeah, good shit. All right, good luck, y'all.
Love you.
Hey, so are we doing like 2 votes for mayor? Because I haven't voted yet. You get 2 votes, so you vote for your deputy and you vote for your mayor.
Nope.
No,
You get a
unfortunately
single
not.
one.
Yeah, we wanted to either have 2
Same as it
votes
was.
or have one run for mayor and one for deputy mayor, but unfortunately we couldn't. I feel like the way the things are, that's how it should be going forward, and we might present it
Yeah.
again, but right now it's just vote for mayor, and whoever
So
gets
here's the
second
thing.
place.
Here's the scary part. I vote for you. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And if I vote for you, and there's a bunch of people that believe in you and Max,
Mm.
and then all of a sudden you have a situation where a bunch of people say, okay, well, I'm going to vote for the deputy because he's the one in limbo. But then what ends up happening, it's a full-on swing, and you have Stanley Miller end up getting involved whenever he is involved with a whole bunch of other folks. I don't know. How does that son of a bitch not have a felony?
That's the thing, though. Like, I feel like if by the off chance that he does get elected as deputy mayor, he's not gonna be that in position for long. He is out there, and on the line of everything.
Yeah, I'm tired of just ignoring folks. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do?
What's up?
Never mind. Don't worry about it. I was gonna turn into it was gonna be off topic. Don't worry about it.
No, you're good. The issue is that the way it is right now is that you vote for the mayor, and whoever is second is going to be the deputy mayor. And it's a weird thing because yes, I understand why it's like that, but at the same time, I feel like it would be better to have 2 votes, basically one where it's mayor and one where it's deputy mayor, because it's 2 different positions. It's not like here is your second place medal.
Right, exactly. It's kind of stupid. I
Yeah.
agree.
So I'm hoping, as much as I was nervous for today, I did a decent job to tell people how and what I want to do. It's not incorrect, and I can still do it with the position that I might be getting. But I don't know, we'll see what happens. I want to help the people. I want to help PD. I want to help EMS. I want to help everyone. But I can only do so if I do get elected. So.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be. I mean, It would be awful if little Tug's got a felony before the end of the election. What day is the election end?
It's like in a week.
20th at 7 p.m. EST.
Yeah. Well, I mean, good luck to him.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
I feel like with the way that he was talking today, if people still choose to vote for him,
Yeah, he said some shit and he just like didn't answer the question.
yeah.
Like when I asked my PD liaison question, I'm like, that's not what like he doesn't know what the council positions are.
No, that's why like the way I answered is because I don't want to throw somebody under the bus. I don't feel like Nakota is doing anything inherently wrong. I feel like he was dealt a shitty hand from the start, and he didn't realize
he
what
was.
position that he was actually in.
Was.
He's supposed to be for PD, but he's also supposed to be for the people, just like everyone else is on the board. It's not just to do what PD wants him to do. He's there to help everybody. He can present things for PD, but he can also present things that he feels like is necessary for everyone, the civilians, the city, everything. He's not in a different position than I am. He's basically equal to what I can do. Max is the only person that is above everyone else in this case because he's the mayor.
Yeah. I think you're hitting the nail on the head on the nail.
Yeah.
With
Nail
Nakota.
on the head.
Hail on the Ned. But yeah, it's
both
all
works, yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, no, I think things are gonna be okay. I think Nakota. I mean, I've told people how I feel about Nakota very, very openly, right? There's times where I've been frustrated. I'm like, why are you not saying this? Why are you not saying that? But at the same time,
I'm freezing.
that is who Malcolm Nakota is. That is somebody that you want on your side. You want him by your side. If you need a guy who's, hey, Nakota, I need this and exactly this, he will give you exactly that. And he has not been put in a position where he's been asked to do any more than that. And especially given the early leadership that we had, nothing was asked of him, so nothing is done when nothing is asked.
Yeah.
Bottom line. But Nakota is Nakota's a good one, despite what the perception of it may seem at the city council meetings.
I feel like Nakota's a bit like I am. Like Max is the very vocal mayor. He's very out there. He speaks his mind, where I sit back and I just kind of do my thing, which is what I've been doing. Because 70% of of the legislations that are currently pushed through is something that I've been either by my hands or something that I've been part of.
Yeah. No, I mean you're right. You need that. That is what you need. That is what my plan is with sheriff's office is, hey, if I say similar to the mayor position, I want to do XYZ. What if we did this? And then you have your deputy mayor, your undersheriff, your ass chief. Hey, yes, this is a good or bad idea. Why? Okay, it's a good idea. Let's go ahead and expand on this and let's see if we can write down exactly to a T what the procedure would be to do whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that is the ideal sort of leadership structure.
Yeah. I think it's unfortunate that like as PD, not as a whole, but a lot of people in PD have this hate boner for Max. And because of that, they're kind of very hyper focused on the PCP. They think that the PCP is the reason that Max is doing what he's doing, and he has the power to do so. They don't realize that any mayor that steps up and becomes the mayor is able to do the quota system if they wanted to. They're able to change the PD's pay. They're able to change all of these things that will affect PD at the end of the day. It has nothing to do with the PCP. I think Max is the only one that really has used the PCP once or twice in terms of anything, and that would be when it came to you and when it came to what's his name, Den. If he even did that, I don't know if he actually used the PCP for anything. When it comes to the quota system, any mayor, if they wanted to, at the end of the day, could do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally just fear mongering amongst themselves. It's absurd. And the quota system, by the way, even I told everybody this. I disagree with it as well by principle. However, it took me about 2 days to see the impact that it had. It was positive. It gave people, it gave them a reason to get on. And hey, we got to band together as a team. We got to work together, and let's
Running
get some
mate?
shit done. We got a
I don't
common
know what that
goal,
means.
and I think it unified some folks. Now, for the people that it didn't unify, it divided them, and that is just the way things are going to go.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
I had a conversation with one of your officers earlier, and they did bring forward that there was a concern in terms of the quota system, which is a valid concern. The issue is that that concern was never brought forward. Max, I and Siobhan are not against hearing feedback. If they bring it forward in a manner that is not aggressive and is something that we can use for something, like best example is one of your officers did say, well, quota system is borderline extortion. It's like, okay,
Okay, but
what
not
am,
really.
what am I supposed to do with that information? Like, what do you want us to change? What was brought forward to me is that some officers have a tendency to push harder for the charges because of the quota system. And that in itself is definitely something that might have to be looked into, because that's a problem.
Okay.
It gives no leeway for judges to, or not judges, lawyers to, try and get something dropped, because if they really push hard because of the quota system, that becomes an issue. We want it to be a quota system to push what is currently an issue. We wanted to have it as a way to promote and give people a pay raise in a digestible manner for the public too. Because if we go out and we just raise your pay, a lot of people in the public would be like, why? Why does the PD deserve to get a pay raise? Why are you not giving us a pay raise? Having the quota system will give us a way to present that and be like, hey,
Yeah.
they did what we asked them to. They're cracking down on the current issues. Why wouldn't they get a pay raise?
Yeah, you can point to something. I mean, really, it's crazy that you said that, because it is such a strong parallel to what we do as a police officer, and really to a more specific extent as a prosecutor, right? Like in court, when we go in there and we're trying to press charges, bench trial, whatever. Hey, why do you think this is happening? Well, because of A leads to B, because of this, then that. Period, point blank, end of discussion. And if you have that, it's literally like you're explaining the PC for giving people a raise. So now there ain't nobody saying you favor this or you favor that. It's like, no, these guys do a good ass job. They deserve a little bit of raise.
Yeah. And I think they do. I think you guys do deserve a raise. I think the position that you guys were in 2 months ago was not a great position. As much as I think Tox is saying that you guys are worse now, I don't think that's the case. I think you're in a better position. You're not in perfect position yet. It's still a work in progress, and it's probably going to be a work in progress for a while. But you're in a better position. It's just finding it. And we know this. I think Max knows this. We as the mayor's office know that when you do FTOing, a lot of people get burned out.
We need to revamp our whole FTO system. That's a different discussion. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
I don't think I can comment too much on that because I don't know. That's for you guys to decide how you want to do that. But it is very much that somebody does become an officer, somebody then leaves, and that work, the amount of work they had to do is now being dropped on somebody else. And it's an endless cycle. You have to somehow find a way to inject new officers to balance it out, because as it is right now, it feels like you get new officers, somebody is going to drop off, those new officers are going to take over the workload, and then it's just going to keep going in that cycle.
Yeah.
But I might be wrong. This is just from my point of view.
So
It's very paying attention. I don't know.
let's taking it a step back, right? Outside of the liaison position and the relationship between the mayor's office and the PD.
We're talking to Conroy.
Ms. Hall, I have all the
yapping
damn
for a little
respect
bit.
in the world for you. Okay, I mean, we've talked plenty of times, and I always feel like I can bounce questions off of you and kind of see your opinion on things, and I think
Mhm.
that I mean you have your head on in the right place, right? Regardless of whether or not you haven't been a police officer in, I think you said 6 years. It was
Yep. Yeah, 5 years. Yeah.
yeah, about 5 years. Okay, but yeah, I would love to take a chance to talk to you some more
Of
about
course.
like
Yeah.
the build out and the development of things.
Mhm.
Um, but here's something else. I'm just picking y'all's brains because this is from people's opinions that I've heard. I have my own opinion on this already, but what do y'all feel, or how do y'all feel
Man's
about
been
two separate chains of
heartbroken. What's he
command
heartbroken about?
between a sheriff's office and a LSPD? Let's say.
Him
I have my own
and
opinion on this, but I want to hear what y'all have to say.
him and Andy. Him and Fifi.
I'll go first if no one wants to. In my opinion, you need the numbers to back it up. Making a separate department, you do not need two separate chain of commands if you do not have numbers to back you up. Because at that point, the moment you introduce a second chain of command, you are splitting opinion and you are splitting how
Uh-huh.
departments can run. So you have to be aware of that. Yes, while a sheriff office focus on a different thing to the PD, fundamentally you all have the same thing. What you guys have to avoid is falling back into the same mindset that was here 5 years ago, which is, as I said, tribalism, and less of a focus on policing
Yes.
because you're all too busy bickering amongst
Wanna
yourself about
take a
which
leak?
department
Give
is
me a
the
sec.
better one.
Yeah,
And
which
that's
is
what you
dumb as
want to
shit.
avoid. And that also comes with, if you are going to have two separate chain of commands, while difference is good, you fundamentally want them to have the same goal and mindset, or you are never going to get anywhere because you are just going to end up in meetings where you go round and round in circles for hours and hours. And in the end, you go, well, I'm going to do this anyway. And the other group goes, well, I'm going to do this anyway. And then it goes out to the office, and the office is like, hang on a minute, why do they get to do that and we don't? And then that causes more headache. And then it just causes more disgruntled. And then you have people who are and then you have the whole issue of people snaking each other to try and get a better one up in the other department and things like that. And you want to try and avoid that by being, I hate this word, I fucking hate it so much, but unified in the way that if you are going to have two separate chain of commands, they have the same goal and the same mindset.
Okay.
I just don't think it's a good idea for pretty much a lot of the reasons that she just said.
Yeah.
Obviously, she even more so than me, testament to seeing it so many times before, and just creates so much drama and so much just PD just feuding, similar to how it was like months ago, where people are at each other's throats more than they're at the throats of the people outside the building. And as much as we want to talk about this, that, and the other, it does not change the fact of numbers and the amount of people that we have. There is no way of getting around it. It's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about it. We want this to happen. We want that to happen. We want that to happen. We want this to happen. It will not change. I'm not going to say it, but how many people are on duty right now are traditionally, just the numbers. It's worse than it's probably ever been.
You also have to be careful when you don't have the numbers of what is the main goal of your other departments. Because I will tell you now, and Barrick will experience this, we had SDSO back in the day who prioritized house robberies over their own officers being shot. You would have limited numbers on duty towards the end, and I'm not saying all members because I'm not going to be misquoted, but you would literally be on their radio like, hey, can you guys drop whatever you're doing and come help with this thing? And they did not want to, because their fundamental vibe of their department was mostly house robberies. And I don't disagree with that. That was what they decided. But when you're already a limited number, though, that the difference between the entirety of your PD who responded to a call being wiped out versus maybe catching a criminal is dependent on those 1 or 2 extra bodies that are currently not responding.
Okay. I mean, I'll tell you, I pretty much everything you said right there is
I
exactly.
feel
how
like at the end of the day, it's always about the numbers.
Exactly what my concerns would be with the 2 chains. Because there's some folks that say we should have 2 chains. And I'm like, look, you hit on a point that I haven't heard anybody else talk about. Jenny is I always talk about like an ideal leadership structure
Good night, Paul.
being, you want to have leadership that can look at the same problem and see the same mistakes. However, you want to have people that can look at those mistakes, or not mistakes, but just issues in general, right? Look at those same issues within that problem and find different solutions because they're able to attack it from a different angle. And then you can come together because you're like-minded. You can come together and you can find a proper solution. Say, okay, this is what I think. This is what I think. This is what I think. This is the problem. We all see the problem. How do we fix it? Let's pick one. That's what I think is ideal. And so
what you
when
want.
you mentioned that, I think that's I ain't heard nobody else talk about that. And
You
everything
need
I've
that.
ever done in my life, every leadership structure that I've ever been a part of, or anything that I've put together back over on the farm, it is the exact same way. Everybody is like-minded, but they're all a little bit different in their own ways, and that is when you
Yep.
get a very powerful leadership.
Yep.
The reason, and I will say this, the reason why, and I will say this, the reason why we had 130 officers underneath in my department was the fact that myself, Rhodes, Angel, Pred, and Wrangler did not lead the same way. We were completely different leaders, and Barrett can attest to that. We were completely different leaders, but we all had the same mindset and the same goal. And sometimes we would go into those meetings and we would go, hey, let's hear everyone's idea. Okay, this time we're going to go with Preds. It's a bit wild, but let's try it. Oh, wait, this time we're going to go with a bit Stern Angel. Oh, no, this time we're going to be a bit more emotional and go with Jenny. Like, and we always looked at everyone's, because we all had a skill in a different set of seeing how we lead. But as long as the end goal was we need to get to this exposition, we would try different ways to do it. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. And you need things like that, or your PD becomes hive mind. Then you don't get,
Yep,
and then you
100%.
become, when it hive minds, you end up locking yourself into this stereotype of you can't approach the police because they're just going to tell you the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I agree with everything you're saying. I mean, look, we all come from the same place, you know. That's. I mean, that's the thing that's encouraging to me. I mean, with what we have now, like Barrick and Ruby being chief and assistant chief, I think are very much exactly what I talked about earlier, and you brought up originally, where I think Ruby and Barrick find problems. They both see the problems and just have different ways of approaching them.
Party
But they can come
Hardy
together and they can figure it out.
hasn't
which is
signed up. That's
fantastic.
crazy.
And the thing is that you can speak to each of them. And as you said, they will both see the same problem, but they will both come up with different solutions that are both worth thinking about and working on. And that just leads to an improvement all around. And that's what you want.
Yep. Exactly. I think. I mean, I think we're gonna have something good cooking. I really do. I mean, I don't know how quickly we can get the ball rolling on this.
Well, it's gonna be soon. 6 days by the sounds of it.
I mean, if the election starts on the
And
Saturday,
one way or another, if there's a commissioner, we won't really need as much input from everybody else to open up a sheriff's office anyway. Just need the money.
wait, do we need money? That thing's like ready to go. It's like,
Is it
right?
though?
I mean, there's like two.
Is
there's
it?
like
It cost
two
you $20,000 to put fucking soundproofing in 2 cells.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Michael. I think your brother's a scammer.
No, he is. He's a piece of shit when it comes to that.
Hello?
Yeah, I gotta have a word with him.
I feel like something the state should pay for, though. Not.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
I mean, running for mayor. I was like 7
Let's,
people. There's 6 now that Archie didn't run.
Let's talk about something else. Can we get in a car? I'm getting it.
I
I'm
need to
getting
go. 'Cause I was supposed to talk to somebody else as soon as they got done.
56.
Okay.
And they have been waiting this entire time to talk.
Go.
Okay.
I'm
Go
gonna
do your thing.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
We
have, a
have
ride.
to go
It's
pick
gonna take
someone
a
up
while.
anyway, Michael.
All right.
Do y'all have your car?
Yeah, yeah, it's at the back.
Yeah, here, I'll get a ride with y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that, Beard. I get this thing. I hate standing somewhere and talking.
I am no different. I promise you that.
HDMI is what I heard. It's called.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, it's like a whole thing. With cameras and shit. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
It's also like maybe it's an anxiety thing, because I'm like, hell, if I'm sitting in one spot, that means like there's shit going on in the city and I can't stop it. Because we have a big problem. I mean, that's a historical thing. People just sitting around, just thumbing their nuts, not doing shit.
Well, you mean stacking?
Yeah. Now I think it's overstated.
Yeah, I guess.
It's majorly overstated because people be like bitching about, get on there, oh, stop cop stacking and MRPD. It's like, shut the hell up. These guys are processing a son of a bitch who like murdered 6 people. Like they they're doing the damn job. But they look at the damn map and they just see a bunch of blips on it, looking at their damn radar. It's like, come on now, brother.
Yeah, no, I
mean,
don't agree with it. I know there's some people that like to just sit around, but you have to process. You have to do your fucking.
Yeah, I mean, if we didn't have to do so
notes.
much damn paperwork from people bitching and moaning about their charges all the time, then it'd be no thing.
Yeah.
But I came up with a whole new let me okay, if I want to scoot on over it, this man, this it's kind of tight back here.
Yeah.
Did it get smaller back here?
No. It takes a while to scoot over. I feel like, going in the back seats, you have to like fucking get out of your seat. You have to like get in between the seats. This is just a mess.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit. I never noticed that.
I don't know. Maybe we used to be more
mean,
nimble.
Yeah, I mean, I've never sat in the back of one of these. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe you're used to your PD Cruiser
Yeah,
or a
maybe.
Scout. Yeah. No, I think the PD stacking thing is a bit like again, some people might be doing it, but I think as a whole, people are processing, people are trying to do their work, do their job and write the reports.
Yeah, it's just part of their job. So then what happens is there's like a there ends up being like a negative stigma towards doing something that you have to do in order to do your job, and that's hello. You good?
And yeah, we're picking him
Better
up.
now.
Oh, okay.
Car
Nice to meet you.
fucked up.
Unfortunately, I got it stuck over there. Don't ask me how.
I okay.
I mean, you can ask. I was just,
We're
What's going on?
Driving
guys?
and flew out of control.
Yeah, I was just working on, a little something and kind of went sideways. Literally.
Nice. Does anyone have any food, please? Because I am about to pass out.
I have a curly fry in the
There's weed in the
glove.
fucking glove box.
Thank you, my hero.
You're welcome.
I don't know. I feel like in general, Cornwood, people are just gonna always have that idea. If their mind is set to it, that's what they're just gonna stick by.
How goes the campaigning?
It goes.
It's going.
Yeah. Give me a second. Yeah. What's up, Lauren?
Hey, Michael.
What's your name,
Would you get in the
officer?
coups with us?
Cletus
Huh?
Cornwood.
Mr. Cornwood.
Would
I
you
heard,
go in the
so much
coups with us
about
right
you.
now?
Oh,
Right,
All
really?
of it, all of it
Yeah,
good.
just hop in the
Oh,
the
okay.
coups.
Mm-hmm.
The coups? What is it?
Yeah, the
No bad at
jacuzzi.
all.
Oh.
No,
sh-
never.
Can I get like
unfortunate.
5-10 minutes?
5-10 minutes? Sure.
Yeah. All right.
Sometimes you
I'll
need to
make
get
Alright,
a
it.
hell
little
yeah.
bit. Maybe there's something you can improve on.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Criticism
We'll see you in a
is
bit.
always important.
See you soon.
Oh.
But I don't think I'm one to give criticism.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Are you running as well, Mr. Cornwood?
Yeah, I'm going for PD liaison and sheriff whenever that opens up someday.
Oh wow. Well, PD liaison.
Oh,
Is that I didn't see that on the ballot.
It's not something.
So
you
only
work
for it's only for law
Oh.
enforcement.
Oh, does someone appoint you?
No, PD
no,
vote.
it's a PD vote. I'll go ahead and hop out here
Oh.
because I gotta get my car.
Oh, yep. What? Just a PD yourself?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all chatting with me.
Yeah,
I
of
know
course.
Yeah, for sure.
y'all got a lot of shit y'all got to do, and
We're chat whatever you want. Cornwood, we're here to bounce ideas off of.
yeah. Jenny, what time? You're normally around like shift 1. I mean, you always
I'm
do
around-
shift 1.
I'm
Shift
shift 1,
two.
shift 2.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I'm
Hello.
now later. I'm getting later.
Okay, are you turning into
How you
shift
guys
0
doing?
like me?
She's a degenerate, yeah.
I'm
The
turning into
general-
whenever the fuck Michael Simone wakes up.
Yeah,
That's
well,
me.
okay. Well, then you're shift
Are
0
you
then.
guys
it sounds
together,
like.
by the way?
No, there's 4 of us.
Are you guys a thing?
What? Jenny and I?
Yeah?
No.
Hey, if I was ever mayor-
She's my. What the fuck is the word?
Secretary?
No,
excuse
she's
me?
more than a secretary.
Chief of staff. Deputy chief of staff.
I think it
Yeah,
means confidant.
something like that.
Oh, and confidant.
Confidant.
Companion,
French?
confidant, that sort of thing.
Hey, if I ever run for
Life
mayor,
partner.
I will make it my goal to make excessive romantic portrayal illegal.
Good.
What?
Good.
There should be no romantic portrayals in public, ever.
Hey,
Like,
This
Cornwood,
city,
you do
this
that?
city is for one thing, and that's policing.
I have a question for you, Cornwall.
Cornwood, I wish you luck on
Do you
your
think
endeavors.
there's somebody that's going to actually be a threat for you at being sheriff? Like, be honest.
Me.
I don't know who's running. I mean, Captain Slacks. I mean, obviously, Captain Slacks has experience.
Captain's X running.
He said he
Duncan's
is.
wants to run. He says if he
Duncan's
wins
running.
PD liaison, he's not going to run for sheriff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna run for both.
I
then,
think the only person that has a chance to beat you as sheriff if he runs is Duncan. But I still don't think there's any.
You think
chance
Duncan
that-
would beat Slacks?
Duncan would beat Slacks, but not you. But he's the only person that could have a chance, like very far. But
You really
I
think
don't
Duncan?
think
Why do you
anybody's
think
gonna beat
Duncan would beat Slacks?
I like this
I
car,
don't know,
other than the
'cause people
the
don't
brake
like
lights.
Slacks.
They look like ass.
Really?
Unless it's it's an inside department vote.
Oh,
it's
publicly,
gonna-
you're right.
She took
If
the
it's
weed.
publicly, people hate Slacks, so they're not gonna vote for Slacks.
Yeah.
But you're definitely the one winning. Like internally or publicly, it's definitely you that's gonna.
All right, thanks for being here, April.
Yeah, damn. I mean, who knows? We'll see. I mean, I think you know what happens? People see what they see. You know, maybe they saw somebody record some shit on the news or whatever, and that's all they think they see. They see one thing and they think that's all Cornwood does. But I think people are gonna be surprised if I win sheriff. I think whether it's pleasantly surprised or unpleasantly surprised, I think people are gonna be surprised.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You gonna hire me for sheriff?
Well, we'll see.
What the hell, Cornwood?
Yeah, we got a transfer application. You know, it's gonna be a rigorous process. You know,
Really?
we'll see
Yeah,
what
you gotta
happens.
do.
The
You gotta
fire is
do.
rolling.
You've got to show a perfect com roll.
Don't worry, I'm not afraid to shoot Cornwood.
Okay, well that's good. I'm thinking about
Don't worry.
dapping folks if they hesitate. It's a dap for hesitation.
Yes, please.
And like we have excessive force. There should be one for not inappropriate level of force through hesitation.
Yep. Like
And then
for
what- 'cause-
example, somebody bunking an officer with a wrench and being told on radio, "Don't shoot him. We're not sure." But the guy runs out with a wrench out of the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Now, question. Let's say you shoot the guy that ran out of the hospital with a wrench. Hey, so-and-so just got hit by somebody with a wrench running out the hospital on radio, right? Guy wrench, hit head, boom. Guy runs out of the hospital with a wrench. He gets shot. He's not the right guy. Then what?
Fuck him.
You end up shooting the wrong guy. Random civilian. He happened to be brandishing, but he didn't actually commit the assault.
No. I'm talking about like a guy with the exact
No, but I'm
The exact
giving you a scenario, right? Because this is the gray area. This is the hard part.
Give me the
I
scenario.
mean, without a description, I wouldn't shoot though.
Guy runs out of the hospital with a wrench. He
I
just
get
hit
on
someone
radio.
inside.
Yeah, I get on radio and I said, "Hey, 78's guy with a wrench just hit Maple in the head in the hospital."
Did
And
you
that's
see
the
it?
only
I mean,
I see it, but
without
he
a
runs away
description, I
from me.
wouldn't shoot.
You're
Did
outside
you-
the hospital.
Did you give it a description?
That's all I said on the radio.
Oh,
And no,
I'm
don't
not
shoot.
shooting then. Yeah, I'm not shooting.
Right,
then.
but now what happens if you shoot and it's the wrong guy?
Yeah, you're probably sued for it.
Yeah, you're in trouble. You get fired.
Well, do you get fired? Do you
I
get
mean-
dapped? Do you get sued? Is it a
You
PD
get sued
thing?
and you get dabbed.
Well, I know I mean, it's not. It would be you be sued, and then I probably would speak to both officers and see why there wasn't a decent enough description, because that's lack of police work on one part, and then while you would shoot randomly on the other part, and both would get probably reprimanded for it.
Yeah, you need to have a description before shooting though.
you go.
Right.
It's
So
a failure on both
Oh.
sides.
Yep, I agree
have a curveball.
completely. That's what I was
I have a-
looking for. Seeing if it was. I was trying to get you with a trick question. See what you'd say. Frost.
Like last time.
I'm sorry, Frost.
No, you're fine. Like last
Yeah,
time.
Jenny, you're too good at this. Okay.
Sorry.
Like last time, the guy that
EP.
went out of the hospital, and I was calling radio that Maple got bunked with a wrench. Got out of the hospital. It was called also on radio that the guy was carrying somebody out of the hospital. I see
Pretty
him
specific.
exact description, carrying that exact description person outside, and I'm told not to shoot. You know what I mean? That type of hesitation shouldn't happen. Like,
If he's carrying someone,
In my
that
opinion.
hesitation should happen. Yeah.
Now I have a
'Cause at
curveball.
that point, you're shooting at two people, not one.
What if the
you go.
random civilian dies? What then?
What do you mean? As in, like the person who got hit in the head dies?
No. What if the
Oh, I see
person
what you're
who
saying. You
was
shoot a civilian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shot the wrong guy.
It would probably go. It depends. Some people would push manslaughter. It's a lack of work on because the reality is when you're a police officer, you have as much responsibility to the public as everyone else. So
Yeah.
you have to make a educated guess. And if you are found that you have made a flawed guess based on the lack of information and you have basically jumped the gun, at that point you're responsible. However, if you were given enough information that you can say, hey, I have at least a 90% certainty that this is the guy, at that point you're going to be more protected, because if you shoot him and he is the right guy, you then got qualified immunity because you were put in an impossible position.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a tough job.
It's tough as hell.
Hey, you're
A lot-
back.
It's a lot harder than people think it is.
Or
Start
85 minutes
smoking,
of your
Duncan?
time. Yeah.
Uh,
Or 85 minutes of your time.
we gotta run, so I
Yeah, you
appreciate
go
your
ahead.
time.
Hey, bye guys.
I could do this all day. So
Yeah, no, I got you.
all right.
If you
Appreciate
need
y'all.
anything,
Good evening.
if you need anything, just let us know.
Absolutely.
Easton Conway?
Absolutely.
Well, I am very, very surprised you had this in your glove box.
What the
I'm
weed?
not. I can't
Yeah.
believe you didn't take my emotional support.
I
Not broken.
forgot.
I am
That
not
was-
broken. I'll never get over this betrayal.
That was
An enemy
emotional
betrayal,
support
Michael
week.
Simone. Yep, that was his emotional support week given to him by me.
I looked
I
at
don't
it
know.
and then I forgot instantly.
Would you like it
Wow,
back?
I am
'Cause
shocked that you forgot.
I just.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, give it back to me. I have 30. Here's the reality. I'm carrying 35 bags of them right now.
you.
We just had an officer in the car too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they all just asked me if I want to be a commissioner. You told me.
Yeah, true.
All right. Well, how was your campaign today? How was it?
Ask Jenny. She can give you the.
He is doing well. He is out there. He's speaking. He is showing that he can hold his own and that he has a voice. So, honestly, for a candidate, he's holding his own, and that's all we can ask for. Unfortunately, a lot of minds are set because Max is the bigger personality, but I think people are getting surprised by Michael and the fact that when he's asked, "What have you actually done?" and he can list off the things that actually has done, they're impressed, and at that point, it causes them to rethink a lot.
What are the chances that we could just stuff the ballot full of, your name.
Pretty impossible, but good try.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, they're electronic, so.
We just need
Well-
people to vote.
But talking
I
of that
voted.
offer, are you okay with me saying yes to that offer?
You do what makes you happy.
That's
That's what
not
I
an
want.
answer. That's
It
not
is.
an answer.
If
No,
you-
it's
if-
not.
I'm fine with it. If you want to do it, I will support it.
No, that means I won't come back out, though, right?
I'll make you come back out.
Did you talk to Reed, Michael?
I did. I also sent him a finish. I need to redact that. Now that I think
Well-
about it. No, because he just pulled out at the fucking.
Well, I
Did he
mean,
tell you what
then they're
happened?
fine. It doesn't matter then. They said they
Oh,
go
he
back
did
on Monday
pull
if
out.
he didn't. Yeah, he pulled out, so it's good.
Yeah, he pulled
Alright,
out,
good.
but I sent Reed a fucking finish him from Mortal Kombat, which I'm assuming he will
Really?
interpret as finish a job, which I don't need to.
I will text him.
Okay. I also sent.
I mean, did you talk to them in person about it?
no, I haven't seen them.
No.
So, I can give you a rundown, but the guy, I can understand you wanting to finish it because I am someone who would finish it regardless of whatever consequences Mr. Archer faced.
Right.
I'll get the gas. Oh, never mind. But,
No, you're good.
Reed and McGregor and Osvaldo were very inclined to let it go.
Right.
Because they thought that they wouldn't see him around after that fact,
Yeah.
And I'm different, right? Because I would have just done it,
Yeah.
But they didn't want to, they were saying he worked so hard for this, and that, and that, probably leave Los Santos and all this stuff. I kind of get it, and they said you would get it. If you want it done,
I don't know. They said he sounded defeated and whatnot. The thing is that he was going off on Twitter about the usual shit, which means that he didn't care at the end of the day. But he did say that he stepped down at the thing we were just at. So I guess that's official. He's not running anymore.
well, that's good. But you don't want to leave it at that.
No. I would. I messaged Reed before he said that. So Benji did tell me to pay him 100 grand, and I guess he would change it to that he's, supporting Max to supporting me, but I don't fucking know.
Wait, Mr. Ramos wanted you to give
Him
him 100K?
Yeah. I'll tell you what he texted me.
Don't.
I didn't. Trust me, I didn't. Like, I don't care.
All right.
So basically, he said 100K, and he drops out from the race. I said people already hate him
Wait,
as
who
it
said
is.
that?
Benji said that.
What the fuck?
People already hate him. You should pay me. He said yes or no. It's about to be his turn. I said no. I can beat him, and I'm not paying for his ass. And then he said, okay, you said this. You made your choice. And then he dropped out and said he's supporting Max in his endeavors.
Oh, your boyfriend's cruel to you, man.
I know.
What is this?
Oh, he's your
What's going
boyfriend?
on? Benji.
Mm-hmm. I think Max said you guys knew each other for a long time.
Yeah, we do. I have a new boyfriend
I
now.
don't know. That guy just doesn't like me for some reason.
What, Benji?
Yeah, he said it to my face. I used to hang out with Perez and them, but every time I'd run into him and Mr. Romanov, something about me they didn't like. So I just left it at that.
We're pulling up.
You're pulling up? Oh,
We're
hell
pulling
yeah.
up, yo.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, did I just pass you? I think I did. There you are.
Yeah, you did.
Who's this?
It's
You ready to
Glorfin.
cruise?
Scorpion?
Am I ready to? Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. What up? How you doing?
Hey.
Hello.
So you came in your swimsuit too, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Get it? Because we're rich.
What is this?
I can just buy a new one.
Exactly.
Exactly. We're cruising right now. Hop in.
Sure.
Uh,
Uh-oh. Help.
I just bought this suit, so
I tried.
I'm
I
gonna
tried.
stay dry.
Yeah, no, you gotta sit normally.
All right.
Ow!
Oh my god. Oh my
Just gotta
god.
cruise in this cruise. So, how'd the debate go?
How was that?
I don't know, Marley. Why weren't you there?
Because it was UFC 300, you psychopaths.
You could have done both. You can multitask.
I went to a bar. I'm fucking lit.
Okay. I don't know. It went all right. Jenny can tell you what she thinks. In my opinion, I did okay.
He did great. Honestly, it was surprising. No offense. He spoke up as much as he did, and he was so sure of himself. It sounded really good.
That's good. I fucking hate debates.
Yeah.
I did the same.
I'm glad I didn't go.
Yeah, how? Do you know why Archie like bowed out?
Because we
Max give
made
the
him.
company.
He has nothing to do. He's a piece of personality.
Yeah, but come on.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. He has nothing to do, but the thing is
2
that
hours before the debates, this man was talking the biggest amount of shit on my phone about Max, you, and y'all's whole cabinet, and then he just endorses him. Come on.
yeah, I don't know.
Is what it is. I don't give a fuck.
People don't like him though. That's the thing. I think people
No, that's
realize.
fine.
Yeah.
No, him stepping down isn't the thing. It's the whole endorsing Max that just was obvious
Well,
as fuck when I saw it.
You want to know the price of that endorsement?
Companies, what? We
100K.
go ahead. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Anonymous,
Bro.
thank you so much for the submarina.
I mean, that's all. 100K is a lot of money.
Well, you're talking
Yeah,
to like a
making a
millionaire over
day.
here.
Yeah, you're talking to
You-
rich people.
Yeah, we're rich.
He got a
Well-
cruise.
Yeah,
How
I got a
rich is-
cruise.
How rich is rich? I mean,
Like $1 million plus.
Yeah, we own
Jesus.
houses with an S.
My company has $3 million out in loans right now.
Oh, you're that loan guy.
The loan guy. Yeah.
Yeah, doing a rerun.
Does Derek work
Bitch, you
with
can't
you?
talk about reruns. Yeah, he does.
Ah, okay.
No,
What do you mean about me?
Derek and I go back a little bit. I didn't know he
'Cause
entered
you've been
business with you.
shitting since 1988.
And you guys are old too.
I haven't got my paycheck yet.
You shit so much you got 3 toilets in your bathroom.
Yeah, is that like a fountain? Is that like, you know, one of those?
No, it's
places?
it's 3 toilets.
No, he's the fountain. Sometimes.
Oh.
It's where Dickhead, Glorbion, and I we sit and talk.
Oh, that's very
All
cute.
three at once.
Yeah, all three at once.
Yeah,
Bidet
it's,
on or off?
And we man spread so much that we are rubbing our legs
Knees.
against each other.
Rubbing
Knees.
thighs.
Oh, yo. That's good.
Oh, man. So I hear it's not a dual vote.
No, unfortunately not.
You kind of got fucked, bro.
It's, you know what's funny is the more we talk to people, the more it makes sense to have
Double
the-
votes.
No, not even double vote, but having mayor and deputy mayor be their own things.
Separate.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
deputy mayor, chief of staff is just what deputy mayor is now, kind of, right?
I guess.
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It makes sense for in my opinion, it makes sense for the mayor to just like have their one person, which is their chief of staff. Having somebody who
Oh fuck.
it doesn't make shit interesting, yes, but having someone who potentially opposes all of your ideas as your deputy,
That's yeah.
like,
that's the
kind
point.
of that's counterintuitive. Like you just gonna basically negate those votes and then
It's why when I talk not to individual people, but like when I talk to you and when I talk to groups of people, it's like, hey, if you really want to make a change, you should vote for Max and I because it will make a difference. Like if you vote for Archie Archer, he's gonna vote against Max, meaning that whatever you guys want Max to do for you guys, he's gonna vote against it. Like, he's gonna not help. Having 3 people on the fucking board and just missing that one vote to have something pushed through is pretty good, pretty strong.
Yeah.
Then you talk to somebody like fucking Dundee.